Found the abandoned car.
It's right there.
We've been waiting all year for this, and we got to do it today while we still can, because before we know it, all the snow is going to be melted and we're not going to have the opportunity until next winter.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Seems like we've been talking about this forever, and we haven't had the chance to do it until now, which is kind of crazy. It's the first day of spring, and we have over a foot of snow on the ground. So we want to do some snowshoeing today, and we heard that there is an abandoned vehicle out on the property on the other end. So we're going to hike over there and see if we can find that today. I think this is where we've been stopping and going down and in. It looks so different all being covered in snow. But we have moose tracks, coyote tracks, and then I just saw some more rabbit tracks up there. So, and actually you can see that maple tree right there was chewed on down low. So I don't know if that was a moose or not, but something was eating it. So now the question is, the snow is super deep, but if it stays frozen like this, we can walk on top. Do we want the snowshoes, or do we want to risk it?
You think we're gonna stay on top?
Yesterday when I was out and about, you would stay on top, and then when you broke through in some spots, you were going up to your knees. So it's one of those things that's a lot easier walking without the snowshoes. But if you start going through all the snow, then the snowshoes are nice. But I think we risk it. We'll start off here, and if we have to, we can come back and get them.
Okay.
See how far we can go. It is so funny. Every season, the woods look different. We've been out here this winter, but we haven't had this much snow. So just looking around and figuring out where we are. I know where we are now, but it took me a second because the snow is so deep. So we need to go in the woods this way. I'm a lot more forward than we have been in the past. Just because the snow is so deep, we can get further. So start going in this way. We'll see how we go, and if we need to, we'll come back and get the snowshoes. So there are your moose tracks. We can follow them down and see where they come to. But that's a big moose. I bet you it's a big bull moose. Maybe we'll find some antlers.
Try not to think about finding antlers, because if I don't think about it, maybe, well, you know, maybe I could find one. I'm gonna try to put that at the back of my mind. If I find them, I'll be super excited. But if I don't have to think about it.
Hopefully there's no raccoon or anything in there.
I know, I was just like, I want to check this out, but hopefully nothing jumps out at me. I don't want to get too close. And they've done a lot of damage.
Yeah, they go right down all the way to the bottom. You can see through. The coyote was coming this way.
I don't really want to follow those kind of tracks.
Unfortunately, this is the way we need to go. Right where the coyote was.
That is going to be one huge moose if we see it. Those are huge footprints.
They are huge tracks.
Tracks, not footprints, but yeah, look at them.
You can see the hoof mark way inside. I think we found our first chaga. I think this is chaga, and I was told the other day that the best chaga is off a yellow birch, but it's very hard to find. So I'm gonna mark this tree. I do have ribbon on me, and we will know do some research and figure out if that is chaga, and if it is, we can come back and take it off the tree.
Just so we can really see
two
it.
ribbons on it. So we have a lot of rabbit tracks all over the place. They must be coming over here eating some of this because it's all packed down, but then we also have the coyote tracks. So it looks like everybody is hungry this time of the year looking for food. If we don't see a rabbit today, I'll be surprised. Look at all the tracks over here again. They're just loving eating all this evergreen.
I want to see a rabbit.
Right? A lot more tracks up there. We gotta go this way. A lot more rabbit tracks. And then the coyotes are looking for them too. These moose tracks are a lot fresher, and he is a big boy. You can see the imprint of his whole foot. It looked like he must have been running coming through here, so I don't know if something spooked him or what, but he was flinging snow and sinking deep. So that is good to know that there's still moose in the area. That means they've been here all winter, so we have a good chance of finding sheds. If you think about it, that means they didn't leave the property. So keep our eye out now and all spring long, but the worst part is the longer you wait, the better chance you have of rodents eating their antlers, because there's all calciums and different minerals in them that they want to eat too. Maybe we'll find one today, maybe we won't. We need to remember we've got a water crossing coming up, and just want to make sure we're looking out for it because it could be covered in snow and ice. So we want to know when we're crossing that, and we're not just kind of walking over something and then falling in, because it's a pretty good size water run. I believe right over this hump is the water crossing. Alright, there's water right here.
How big is this?
It's not super wide. We're just gonna get down and then back up. So we go across first. See if we can.
Okay, you just made it look really.
It looks like a moose or a deer was over here digging up looking for lunch or dinner. It was definitely the moose. I'm not sure what he was looking for, but they dug it up in this spot. I don't really see anything good under here.
Well, sometimes they sleep there.
Yeah, but it's like he dug in at it, so I don't think it was a bed. I think they were just digging it up. Maybe maybe that's where they slept, right here, because it's kind of melted. So maybe they bed down there. Let's continue on this way. See if we can find that old abandoned car. All right, this is our larger water crossing. I'm gonna try to cross right over here, and I'll get across and I'll get you across with me. Actually, we got a bunch of blowdowns over here too. So it might be easy to go that way and get across. Let me try right here first, and if that doesn't work, we'll go over to that side. Looks like a mink or something right there. I'm hoping this is like a little bridge I can stand on. I'm hoping that I can use this as a little bridge and we can just walk right across this. We're good. You weigh less than I do. All right, we came to a fork in the trail. We can go over that way, this way, or that way. I think we need to head this way. And that should bring us over to the area I think it's in. So we're actually really lucky right now. There's about a foot of snow. We can tell from the moose tracks that were going through the ground, and we're able to walk on top. Looks like we're coming to another couple of forks in the trail. There's 3 more. Let's go straight this time. Yep, go that way.
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead. Might have to come back in sometime and grab this pine. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 burls in it. We could cut these off and carve them out and make bowls and stuff. They actually look really neat because the wood's kind of all knotted and twisted. So that'd be cool. Well, it looks like we lost the moose, but we picked up quite a few deer tracks. And I say it's 2 or 3 of them, and one of them is pretty big.
We just found an abandoned tree stand. I won't be going in that.
Now the seat looks pretty rotted out. That's been in there for a while. The chain's kind of grown into the tree, but definitely those feet are in the tree. I don't know how many years it's been up there for, but it's been up there for a few.
Couple.
You want to try it this season?
Nope.
I found the abandoned car.
You did?
I did.
Where is it? It's right there. Look at it, it's cool.
There it is. It's some kind of old 4-door sedan, it looks like.
I think it's so cool finding stuff like this.
How did it get out here is what I want to know.
I wonder if there's any treasures in it. Pretty cool. I don't think they left anything too good for treasures, but
I think it's been out here for a while.
Yeah.
The trunk floor is pretty well rotted. Curious to see what kind it is.
Okay.
It is a Pontiac. I'm not sure what the old emblem used to look like exactly. I wonder what model. Look at the old tail lights. That's cool. They even got the bulbs in this one. I mean, it's so old that the reverse lights are glass. That's not plastic, that's glass. This one is plastic, but that is glass. That's crazy. That's probably worth some money right there. The trim and the glass lens, and then all the chrome maybe. Oh, that's another emblem. I don't know what that says. The old gas filler door. That's pretty wild.
I want to sit in it, but it's a little rusty, and I'll probably find some mice or something. So
right.
I want to.
Pretty much all of the cloth is gone. There's a little bit of foam for the seat right there. Not much left. We got a radio. Windshield's kind of in funky disarray. That is wild. You don't see that kind of stuff in cars anymore. It makes me think of an eyebrow.
Oh, I thought it was a dent.
No, that's in the door.
Oh.
You don't see that nowadays.
Nope.
That's cool. I wish there wasn't so much snow. You could open the door, but you got the window. The trim ends right there. Boom, locks. Okay, so it was two-toned. The front fender.
I think it was like blue and yellow, or
Yeah,
blue and white.
Blue and white,
Yeah.
blue and yellow. So we're missing trim on this door. I got a rear view mirror hanging right there. Let me see if I can get this tree branch off and see if we can see that motor better. All right, I guess, oh, there's the wheel. I don't even think no, there's no tires on it. It's sitting on the ground. I can see the brake drum. So it had front drums. Somebody took the wheels already.
Careful there.
Somebody needed the hood, I guess. The headlight and trim is missing, but there's some kind of grill chrome or trim down here. I'll have to come out here in the springtime or some other times so we can kind of see what the car looks like better. But it's rotted out down low. We got some electrical work right there. I can see the motor. The alternator is right here. We got our fan. Missing a radiator. I wonder what it has in it for a motor. I love the patina on that fender. We got the rust and the paint fading. If we could find an old pickup truck that looked like this,
I know, I want an old pickup truck.
we'd be styling.
Well, I want an old pickup truck that runs though.
Oh.
Don't be getting any rust punctures.
I'd like to see what it has in it for a motor.
Boys. Looks like some moss where you're standing.
Definitely been here for a while.
Oh, be careful. I can smell
What's that?
like the moss and stuff now that you just moved everything.
You can smell
Or
it?
like
The
something old.
mustiness of an old car.
Yeah.
Ooh. Got an old carburetor right here. I think we need Hank from Hamiltonville Farm up here. See if he can start it.
I think it's past starting.
Got the carburetor on here. Fuel lines. Electrical. The fan. I was hoping to find out more about it, to find out what size engine that is, but it is a frozen block, so that ain't gonna get figured out today. I wonder if I can open up the driver's side door, if there's any like tags on it or anything that says what it is or a VIN number. Be kind of cool to find a VIN number.
Probably didn't have VIN numbers back then.
Oh, they did. All right, I want to know how many of you remember these little side vent windows, especially in the pickup trucks. They were like a triangle and they would turn out. Man, that was like your air conditioning. You open those up, you had a nice breeze blowing on you. You didn't need AC with those. This dash is wild. Side of this car is wild. I'd love to find out what model it is. So over here we got our battery state, our water gauge. I've never seen that. Temperature off, low, medium, high. Blower, so that must be your heat speed. Air off, normal, de-ice. That's interesting. We got a fuel gauge, oil pressure, speedometer. Says it only has 216 miles on this thing on the odometer.
What?
I don't believe it.
Hey, 216,000.
It had to be like 100,000 and 216 miles. says left, right, so you turn signals. Bright lights, that must be for your high beams when they're on. You got something there you can't move.
Ew, what was that?
This is part of the windshield.
It's
It's
plastic.
melted. You got something else. Oh, ooh.
Was that a cigarette lighter?
You get your old cigarette lighter. It was rusted in there, but the wires are still intact. So we have neutral, drive, low, reverse. So that's crazy. Oh, that's wild. Look at these gauges.
If something comes out of that window that's not supposed to, I'm gonna jump so hard.
Look at that. Love the radio. It even says Pontiac on it. You got your bass, tremble, fuel gauge, oil pressure, ignition. This must be your lever, which doesn't move, for air, off, normal. That must be for defrost. It says de-icer. Steering wheel, you got your speedometer. It says bright lights. That must be high beams. Your odometer says 216 miles. This says blower, so I'm assuming that this is your blower speed, temperature, low, medium, high. So I wonder if that's like nowadays we have like the dial, like red to blue.
Yeah.
Battery, and then water. Not sure what these gauges are for. I'm thinking this one right here is for the e-brake. Down on the floor right there, that's got to be the on-off switch for your high beams you used to have with your feet. So gas pedal, brake. It wasn't automatic because there is no clutch. So we just have our neutral, drive, high, low, and reverse.
So it can't be super old then if it's automatic.
What is this? Front, rear, both. Let me know if you know.
Is that like four-wheel?
No, I don't know if it's for air control or what. I've never seen nothing like that. What do you think?
I think it's gonna stay here.
You don't want to bring it up to the property by the house?
Well, I don't think it's ever gonna run again.
Oh, come on.
It'd be a project for another day.
Sure would be. Well, we even got a mirror.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just love the old lines and the character in the cars. We don't make cars with designs and stuff like this anymore. You know, like the windshield, front of the windshield curves, the back window curves up and around the side. You don't see stuff like this. I mean, just the metal is so thick and solid. Yeah.
It looks like there's a few maybe bullet holes or something.
All right, so this window has your door handle. I've never seen this before. You got two cranks. I'm assuming one's for the window up and down, and then this one must be for this window side vent, and then your handle. Usually I've always just seen these pushes. So that might be a better indicator to know what kind of car or make this is.
It's got a cool like little lock up there by the window.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Little slide lock. I just like how this frame comes out for the door and window. If you know the model of this, I'm very interested to find out what it is.
We'll have to try to get back out here when it gets nicer so we can see the whole thing. Whether, I mean, probably not do anything with it. It would just be neat to see what it looks like and see everything that's, because we can only see the top part of the car.
Yeah, you can only see the top, but we can't open the doors. It'd be nice if we could open up the driver door and maybe get like a VIN number or some information off of it, because there should be a tag somewhere. It'll be a little while because we gotta let all the snow melt, we gotta let mud season pass, and then we'll be able to come out, check it out, open the doors. Hopefully there's a VIN tag or something on the driver door. There's nothing over here in this passenger front door. I'm really in love with this rear door. I call that an eyebrow. I have no idea what that is. I think I'm gonna start looking up old Pontiac four-door sedans.
In all your spare time.
Yep, and figure it out. If you had one of these for a car, let me know what year it was, if it was a family car, if it was a more of a sporty car kind of thing or not. But
I would say it's like a family car.
I think it's a family car, but I wonder if they ever souped them up or did anything with them, like maybe into hot rods or not. But what kind of motors they had in them. When you're out in the woods and you find stuff like this just randomly, it always makes me wonder, what is the story behind it? How did it get here? Was somebody out driving around where they shouldn't have been way back in the day, got stuck? I mean, I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Maybe it just got parked here, and
Yeah, but how to get parked here?
maybe this was a field before. I don't know.
I don't know. Pretty wild.
We just found another treasure. It looks like a metal bucket or a tub or something. So we're definitely gonna have to come up here sometimes late spring, summer, maybe even early fall, see if we can find more treasures because everything is covered with snow.
So that to me looks like a big rock pile right here. So I'm assuming this used to be old pasture, and whenever they found rocks, they would just pile them up right there. But then it makes me think, on the other hand, maybe it wasn't just pasture, maybe it was cropland. I'm not sure, but that is definitely a huge pile of old rocks.
I wish it was more usable. Definitely
Right.
wouldn't hold anything.
All rotted out.
Yeah, but it's cool.
But yeah, look at all those rocks in there.
Some other piece of metal.
Oh yeah, another tin or something over there. This might have been part of an old wagon wheel, maybe. Not sure. Yeah, it's all just rocks. No, but be careful walking over here. Stay right here. Water right here. Now the temperatures are really warming up and that sun's been out for a little while. This snow is breaking up and getting pretty mealy. It's a lot more of a workout walking back, huh?
It sure is. Yeah, I'm like, we definitely don't need snowshoes, and now I'm like, okay.
I just sunk a good 6-8 inches. Almost every step. I feel like that big moose walking. Like
Right.
I'm sinking. Gina's pretty much staying on top.
There's like a nest thing up there. Is there something in it? I see colors.
Could be a squirrel nest.
Huh.
You ready for your next water crossing?
Oh, I forgot.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's the smaller one.
So you really made this like little shelf thing, not for last time, but for this time, I think.
Right.
All right. Looks like it's not too deep if we fall in. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it's sunk.
Feels good to be back. So if you guys know the model of that car, let us know. If you have an idea of like the year, let us know. We're definitely interested. I want to look up and find out more about that thing because that was pretty wild. So thanks for coming along on our fun adventure today. We're hoping to do more of these. See you guys right back here in the next video. Bye.
Bye.